Hi everyone, welcome on board to helper.tv, where you get the reliable news that is tailored for you, and of course where you can actually comment and interact. I say a very big thank you to those who have taken time to subscribe to this channel, and if you're yet to subscribe, kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red bell icon so you will be notified whenever videos such as this are uploaded. Finally, Nigeria to enjoy 24-hour power supply as federal government sets aside $1.6 billion. The managing director, Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN), Alhaji Usman Gore, says the federal government, in collaboration with the international donor agencies, has set aside over $1.61 billion to ensure constant power supply in the country. Gore, who is also the chief executive officer of the TCN, revealed this on Sunday in Kano while briefing newsmen at Kombosto Power Substation. According to him, the project will be carried out under the Transmission Rehabilitation Expansion Program. In his words, he said, "We are rehabilitating and expanding to degree 20,000 megawatts by 2022 across the country," he said. He noted that the federal government has already earmarked about 32 billion naira to compensate Nigerians whose lands, houses, and farms could be affected by the right of way to create power lines for the execution of the project. The total amount that we are going to pay for the compensation across the country is about 32 billion naira, and the total project cost is $1.61 billion. The project will be supported by various international donors. The compensation for right-of-way from Kumbosto substation to Rimi Zagara will cost about 3 billion naira. We have not completely validated it. The total cost for compensation across the country being provided by the federal government is stated. Gore, who is also the chairman of the West African Power Pool WAPP Committee Executive Board, stated that he led the TCN team to Kano to validate and look at the route that ran from Kombosto Transmission Substation to Rimi Zakara. In his words, he said, we are going to connect Rimi Zakara to this substation, Kombosto. Rimi Zakara is the place we are putting another 330 kV substation, just like this one in Kombosto. The mistake that happened in the past is that we normally award contract for line without doing the study. The study will establish who are the people under the right of way and who are those people that are going to be affected by the lines. So we are supposed to have come up with those people and their datas and pay them their compensation. Unfortunately, this contract was awarded many years even before I came. It is not only this one, many of them are like that, he said. They awarded the contracts without payment of compensation. That is why now we are trying to pay the compensation. We are validating it, but we also need to tell people that this takes time, because right now we have over 1,000 people who need to be compensated within Kano alone. That is why I'm here. I will go through the routes and see exactly what are the right of way. We are actually collaborating with Governor Abdullahi Ganduje, because some people who have land on the right of way are seeking relocation. We are going to request the governor to relocate them and give them land in some other places so that we can build the line, he said. We are going to request them to move. According to him, what we are doing for Kano State actually is that we are trying to change the game. It is what you call a game changer. Right now, the only line that supplies Kano is the 330 single-sided line that runs from Kaduna to Kano. We are bringing a code line from Kaduna to Kano. Now we need to get a source of supply to transport the line from Kaduna to Kano. When I came newly in February 2017, the line between Jos and Kaduna was funded only 10%, but today the line is 98% completed. That means we have bulk power at a double-sided line apart from the single-sided line from Jos to Kaduna. Then from Shiroro to Kaduna, we have two single-sided lines. None of them can carry more than 30 megawatts, he said. We are taking one of them and we are going to construct it into a code line. He further explained that those projects, particularly the one from Shiroro to Kaduna, the procurement of that line is about 80% completed and it is funded by the French Development Agency. Gore added that from Kaduna to Kano, TCN is building a code line, adding that the public information, this is the first time in the history of Nigeria that TCN is doing 330 code line. He said this means it's going to carry 4 conductors per pair, which is expected to bring 2,400 megawatts of power. Now, I will also tell you that we want to change the game here completely. So there is a line we are building from Kainji to Benin Kebbi to Sokoto, and also from Katsina to Daura to Giwawa, and from Giwawa to Jogana. The line is also funded by AFD, that is the French Development Agency. In fact, the line from Katsina to Daura to Giwiwa to Jogana is going to evacuate the solar IPP in Giwiwa, which is going to be like of the Marrakech solar IPP in Morocco, Gore assured. According to him, on that line, the European Union gave the TCN a grant, which is free money for the Nigerian government, worth about 25 million euros. Now we are working to close the link between Sokoto to Kaura Namoda and Kaura Namoda to Katsina. Now, if you complete this line from Kumbosto substation to Rimi Zakara, that line also went to Katsina, which means from Kainji you can feed Kano through Sokoto, Katsina, Daura and Giwiwa. We also have another line that is coming from Kaduna to Kano. I also want to tell you that we sent a proposal to the West African Power Pool and it was approved by the Committee of Heads of State and Government on December 22nd, 2018, where President Muhammadu Buhari chaired that meeting. We have approved another line that will come from Calabar. It will come from Ikon to Ogoja to Kasimbula to Mambila to Jalingo down to Yola, move to Hong to Biu to Damaturu, Potiskum, Azare to Duse and to Jogana in Kano. This is another 330 double-sided line. This very line is under what we call multinational project. This project is under the ECOWAS project, he said. He explained that the government is working towards launching the study. This is what I have been pre-planned. This is what I have pre-planned before I left Abuja to Kumbosto substation here in Kano. This means we are going to have another double-sided line that will come to Kano, which means Kano will be supplied from 3 sources, through Sokoto, through Kaduna, then through Calabar. When this is done, it means that we have solved the problem of bulk electricity supply to Kano, and this is what we are doing, and that will place Kano on a status we call MNS2, meaning if 330 kV double-sided line goes out, Kano will receive supply of electricity. He added, however, I will require the support of the people of Kano, because all these things we are doing need more level of sacrifice from the good people of Kano State. Because definitely those lines will pass through people's house, lands and farms. Therefore, people have to make sacrifices. When you don't make a sacrifice, there is no way we can solve the problem of electricity, he said. I can tell you that the difference between development and lack of development, or difference between poverty and prosperity in any part of the world, is actually electricity, and that is why we are doing all this, so we can solve the problem of electricity in Kano. Now guys, that is all the chairman of this commission, the director, Transmission Commission Company of Nigeria TCN, Alhaji Usman Gore, has to say about electricity. See, electricity has been a very terrible and tough one in Nigeria. It's a shame. They pride themselves as the richest, they pride themselves as the giant, and yet electricity has become a daunting task for them to overcome. There are a lot of game players behind the scene, the saboteurs such as the Atiku and many of them. they made sure that electricity cannot be provided in Nigeria. Rather than solving the problem, they engage in business, making efforts to make sure that their own business grows, selling generators to Nigerians. This new transmission, hopefully this transmission comes, eventually they are able to power Nigeria. But what I do not understand is this money that they end up borrowing right, left and center. I thought they got a lot of dollars. They got it from Abacha's loot that they got back, the same loot that Buhari claimed was not any loot. He didn't say it. He didn't even say Abacha is a thief. He said Abacha is not a thief. And moreover, there are a lot of dollars that we also saw that were being recovered from houses in Lagos, in the north, in the everywhere, just in Nigeria. You'll find them recovering this loot. And there is a woman out there, she's Madueke, she stole a lot of money too, and many of them, I wouldn't know why this money is not recovered, and why are they not probing Obasanjo that spent so much money and yet there is no electricity in Nigeria. I don't think we need to borrow money from anybody. I believe that the amount of money that they got from these criminals, if they really use this money efficiently, if they are really transparent and truthful about this, we will have electricity without having to borrow money. They borrow money to manage to fund the budget. They borrow money for just everything, putting Nigeria in serious debt. So guys, this is what it is. I feel so sad that things are being run in this country like this. Hopefully this amount of money that they borrow, hopefully they'll be able to actually provide electricity, and the amount of electricity, not just providing electricity, the rate, the amount that this electricity will be sold to Nigeria, hopefully it will be affordable, being that they find it difficult to provide the minimum wage of 30,000 naira. Just imagine how much these people earmarked for themselves. Buhari earmarked a lot of money for himself. They are increasing the VAT. They are also introducing excise duty on soft drinks, Coca-Cola, and the rest of all of these things. So I wouldn't know why the government has decided to make the lives of Nigerians so difficult, yet they're unable to provide anything. They're introducing toll gates. They want to collect money from Nigerians. If you put money in the bank, they want to collect money from you. If you withdraw the money, they want to collect money from you. It's so sad. Nigerians have suffered for a long time. Why many of these criminals that call themselves elite, they've been there enjoying and drinking the wealth of Nigeria. It's a shame. I believe that the government, if they are really transparent, if they are really fighting corruption, should be able to fund this without recourse to loaning money from anybody, putting Nigeria into debt. That is my own opinion. There is a lot of money that they recovered. There are a lot of money in all of these nooks and crannies. EFCC has been working so hard. In fact, EFCC is one of the most efficient agency in Nigeria. Why? Because they are involved in collection of money, and it gives them that extra, the enthusiasm in collecting of money, because they know they have a share. This is why this administration has to be very transparent, extremely transparent. Now the government has said that they are not going to take care of, they cannot fund and take care of adequate health for Nigerians. They say go buy health insurance. That's not to say that foreign countries, Western countries, do not have health insurance, but then the country, they've been able to make a mark when it comes to health care for their citizens. They've been able to provide electricity and good roads and a lot of things. People can actually see them work, unlike Nigeria where they collect so much money. In fact, right now they are saying people have to pay 5,000 naira for the national ID card. No, it should be a compensation for the money they've stolen all this while. It should be compensation for us. That is my take about this. Why can't they probe someone like Atiku, probe the rest of these people and freeze their account? These people are thieves. They are criminals. It can be proved. But this administration is too afraid, or they are playing politics. If you join their party, they wash away your sins. You just have to just drop a little of the money that you took and you keep the rest. So it's such a shame. That's my own opinion about this. So guys, may I remind you once again to tap on that subscription button and also the red notification icon bell, so you'll be notified when videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.